Hello and welcome back to my channel for another perfume review. Today I am going to be looking at, this has quickly become one of my favorite perfumes. This is the Dossier Powdery Peach perfume, which is their impression of the Jimmy Choo I Want Choo perfume. And let me tell you, I have smelled the Jimmy Choo I Want Choo perfume, and this is a fabulous dupe for that perfume. I mean, quality, fragrance, notes, the whole 9 yards. It is a wonderful dupe. So, a little bit about the Dossier Powdery Peach perfume. So, let me pull my knee up here. Phew. Okay. So, the notes of this perfume, the top notes are peach, tangerine, and black currant. The middle notes are white flowers, just white flowers. Any white flower will do. Jasmine and lice. And lice, I struggled with this one before. I feel like it should not be lice. You know what I'm talking about. Base notes are vanilla, benzoin, and patchouli. So it has an 18% concentration, which is considered an eau de perfume, and it's supposed to last between 4 to 5 hours. For me, in spraying this perfume on my neck, back of my neck, and in my elbow creases, and not rubbing it in, not doing any of that situation, because as we know, if you rub your perfume, you are going to break it down way faster than by just letting it dry down on its own. And what you end up doing is you lose all of the stay power and the wear time that your perfume will actually have, okay? And so when you spray your perfume anywhere on your body, do not, right, like the classic rubbing it right here, you're basically wasting your perfume when you do that. Learned that in Macy's from the perfume lady. She was like, don't rub your wrists together. And I said, girl, I won't. Because you're basically breaking down the fragrance, wasting the fragrance, and we'll have to reapply later on in the day in order to refresh. When I wear this fragrance, put it in those 4 places, do not rub it in. This perfume will last me a good 6 to 7 hours, okay? That is not full strength at the later part of the day, but I can still smell it on myself, and I still feel like I have a nice powdery peach aura, which is what I want. Personally, I prefer a very bold fragrance, a very expressive, like radiating fragrance, right? I've told you this before. When I walk into a room, I want people to like, girl, that's what I want, okay? I want people to notice. Ellison has entered the room. She smells amazing, hands down, best smelling lady in the world. That's my dream. So a little bit about the character and the nature of the fragrance, sort of how it feels and everything like that. So this fragrance, obviously with the peach element, it is more of a fruity fragrance, okay? It's fruity, it's definitely fresh, it's definitely a lighter fragrance, but with this powdery note, we're gonna say, with the powdery element of the fragrance, how I would describe it is it's almost like you have your peachy, your fruity, your fresh, your a little bit of florals in there, everything like that, but that it's just encased in this powdery element that adds this depth and this lushness to the fragrance, okay? And when you have that depth, I feel like it really makes the fragrance very versatile. Because for me, I would wear this fragrance on the hottest of hottest summer days, okay? When, you know, you're sweating, you're working outside, you're doing the summer thing. I would wear this fragrance on that kind of day. I'd wear this fragrance on a night out. I'd wear this fragrance in the dead of winter, because the powdery element just sort of encases the freshness of the fragrance in such a way that it makes it very versatile. It just seems to fit. It's a very easy to wear fragrance, and it sort of softens everything. I will say, when I purchased this, when you see the name, Powdery Peach, what do you automatically think? You think grandma perfume, okay? I think grandma. The moment you throw powder in there, I think grandma. I don't know why. I think it's because I automatically relate powder to musk, and then it completely throws me off. But this is not a grandma perfume, okay? This is by no means a grandma perfume, unless your grandma smells like Jimmy Choo, I Want Choo. If your grandma smells like this, then yes, this is a grandma perfume. But my grandma did not smell like this. I mean, this has personally become one of my all-time favorites. I don't feel like I need to go and purchase the Jimmy Choo I Want Choo fragrance. That fragrance retails for $102. Okay, $102. That's a lot of money to come off of. This bottle of perfume retails off of Dossier for $29. Okay, I mean, that is a massive difference. I mean, that's like a quarter of the cost. Personally, I love this fragrance. It lasts a long time. I can wear it whenever I want to. And yeah, just like one of the easiest fragrances to wear ever. I also think that it's really nice to sort of mix and match with other fragrances. I know in my previous video I talked about the Floral Peony fragrance. I have paired these two together. And the Floral Peony really works to freshen this one up and sort of add a little bit of a zippy feeling to the fragrance. I would have to say I don't think that this is good for mixing and matching with all fragrances, okay? I would definitely say, like really be pretty picky about what you're combining this fragrance with. I mean, like I said, it's just amazing on its own. So I don't think you need to really necessarily pair it with anything else. Not like the Floral Peony fragrance. Like I said, I personally believe that fragrances like gourmands and heavier fragrances really do very well on me. And I believe that fresher, florally fragrances, they don't really last very long on me. That they sort of fade away pretty easy. They just don't really jive with my body chemicals, you know? This fragrance, again, because of sort of this depth that the fragrance holds, because of the depth that the Powdery Peach perfume holds, it really lasts, okay? It lasts on my skin. So, if you are somebody like me that, you know, maybe you tend to prefer gourmands and those deeper, heavier, sweeter fragrances, if those are what you lean towards typically, this would be a great option if you are looking for a fresher fragrance, a fragrance that is a little bit more suitable for summer, a little bit more suitable for the warmer weather. Perhaps you're going on vacation, perhaps you just don't have a summer fragrance. This perfume is beautiful. And since it's $29, it's super easy to say, you know what, I feel like I need to try this out. I feel like I need to give it a little bit of a test before I go and purchase the Jimmy Choo I Want Choo fragrance. This is a great, it's perfect. It literally smells like Jimmy Choo. I gave it to my mom to try. She likes the Jimmy Choo I Want Choo fragrance as well, and she was raving over this fragrance here. I think, let me see. I feel like they only have this fragrance in the 50 milliliter. I don't think they have, they don't have the Powdery Peach in the 100 milliliter quite yet. But I hope they do, because this is a marvelous fragrance, and when I run out of this, I will want to make a repurchase because it's amazing. So that is my review of the Dossier Powdery Peach perfume. If you are interested in getting your hands on this perfume, I will link it down below, and I will also give you a link that is basically my LTK account, but it's a folder full of the perfumes that are on my shelf that I am going to be sharing with you in the future, and then I'm going to be reviewing in the future. So if you're interested to know what I am wearing these days, then definitely check that out. Follow me on LTK because I'm always posting in there, and yeah, we're having a great time talking about fragrance. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and this review, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below to stay in the loop with my future reviews. I love you oh so very much, and until we meet again, so long.